If you head into any high school in the next few weeks, the tension is starting to rise. Exam season is about to hit. Well, with just 2 weeks to go for some, that means cramming, rote learning and late nights, not to mention stress. Well, tonight, to try to ease the burden, we took a group of students from Sacred Heart Girls' College in Hamilton to meet with Karen Boys. Karen is a study expert with some good tips on how to prepare for exams. This from Connie Buchanan.
Kids sing, kids sing. Throw your hands up in the sky and sing.
It's about 18 days until exams and things are getting a bit stressful. Things are getting a bit crazy at school, crazy at home. So I come here every night, I try to get things done, but the hardest thing is pretty much getting started.
The study environment is really important. One of the first things to know is teenagers don't need extra bright light for learning, so you can turn the lights off. Natural lighting is great. Having a good time or a time each day to study is really important. The worst time to study is the 1 hour directly after school.
Now, Karen, lots of kids get so overwhelmed by just how much there is to do that they get very easily distracted and can't start at all.
One of the things they can do is plan when they're going to study and what they're going to do in each study time. Also start with the things that are most important or the things that they don't know.
Really? Start with the things that they don't know anything about?
Yes, the brain remembers first. You remember your first day at school, the first time you drove a car, your first kiss. So you'll remember the first things you study.
I usually listen to music just to break the silence, so something like this, normally.
I know she said it's alright.
So, Karen, Maddie enjoys the male singer-songwriter genre as her study accompaniment, but is that the most soothing thing for her to be listening to while she's studying?
No. If music's got words in the background, words in it, then her brain will be listening to the words and therefore cannot be concentrating on what she's studying. So music without words is best.
So she's got to go to the classical section of the CD store?
Yes. Baroque music has been proven to be the best music, yes.
Why is that?
It has 60 beats per minute, which is equivalent to the resting heart rate, which is also equivalent to long-term memory brainwaves.
So how does it actually work? What's going on in your brain while you're studying and listening to this?
What it's actually doing is slowing the brainwaves down from short-term memory, which is a fast brainwave, to a long-term memory brainwave. So therefore much easier to remember the information when you're in long-term memory. One of the things girls do a lot of is copy their notes over and over and over again, and that's not so useful. One of the things you can do is use lots of colour when you're taking notes, because colour makes it stand out and makes it easier for your brain to remember the information.
Is there any colour that works really well when you're studying?
Interesting you ask that. Red is the colour that's found right next to your long-term memory. In fact, it goes straight into the long-term. So put all your really important things in red, but not everything in red, because then it won't stand out anymore.
What about reading notes out loud to yourself?
What I suggest you do, if there's something you really want to remember, is go and tell someone about it. Go find mum or dad or younger brother or sister or older brother or sister or whoever, the cat, the dog, your teddy bear. Go and tell them and say, look, this is what I've just learned. And when you say it in a conversational tone, your brain will remember it far faster.
Do you think drawing pictures is better than copying out a whole lot of notes?
Absolutely. Your brain remembers pictures far faster than it will remember lots and lots of words. Once you've summarised your notes, you want to put them somewhere where you're going to see them all the time, like in the toilet. Put them up high, because this will allow your fast visual recall memory to remember the information. Practising your chemical formulas or history dates or whatever it is you need to remember on the mirror is yet another opportunity to learn the information you've got in the short space of time you have.
Is eating protein and all those kinds of things, is it actually important to how well I'm going to do in my exams?
Absolutely. It's like putting fuel into a car. If you put the wrong kind of petrol into the car won't go. Tuna, protein, really good for your brain. Fish, so tuna sandwiches, tuna pasta. Fruit and vegetables, fresh fruit and vegetables, really useful. Things like peanut butter sandwiches. My top tip, particularly at this time of year, would be for all the students to get their mock exams, the practice exams they've had, and learn what they don't know. Most students are studying what they do know because that's easy, that's comfortable, it feels good, but it's what you don't know that's actually more important.